Yes. Yeah, so I guess what's our order of business here? We do the call to order, we do a roll call vote to confirm quorum. We vote to accept the November 3rd minutes. I give you a little update on the affordable resale repair grants, and confirm that I'm going to start drafting grant materials, application materials, and then we get a little update on the town properties. Nikki and I have a meeting scheduled, then we go into the action plan discussion and approval, and then we're done. And then I strongly encourage anyone who can to then link in with that second link in the email I sent out at 7 o'clock for the CPC meeting.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. So
shall we
Nikki,
call to order?
Yeah, I can be your reading of the documents if that's helpful for you, but yes, go right ahead.
Okay, we'll call to order the today's
Recording
November
in progress.
17th, 2022 meeting of the Affordable Housing Trust. Do we need to go through a roll call first?
I think so, to confirm quorum. Yeah.
Okay. Dostumian, aye.
Stephen, aye.
Sheedy, aye.
Stacy, aye.
Awesome.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. Yeah. Great.
Wayne, thank you for the great meeting minutes. I was unable to make last meeting. I apologize to everyone. So I cannot vote, I don't think, to accept the minutes.
You can actually, you're allowed to vote to accept minutes if you have reviewed them and they seem accurate to you.
I reviewed them. I can make a motion to
Motion to accept?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you.
Dostumian, yes.
Stephen, yes.
Sheedy, yes.
Stacy, yes.
Awesome.
And then Wayne, you're gonna turn it over to you to update us on the
Sure.
Smaller
I think I
grants?
mentioned in an email that I sent out to folks. Oh, and here's Amy. Let me let her in. What is it? 602. We're efficient. Let me just make some notes here.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hello.
Yeah, so we just called to order and accepted minutes, and I'm going to give a little update on the affordable resale repair grants. As I mentioned in an email I sent around, I did hear back from town council, and they believe it's totally fine for us to proceed. So I will start drafting application materials for town council's review to make sure they're copacetic. And of course, I'm happy to, circulate them to the group as well for further input. And a question to you, I believe the group pretty much approved this program at the last meeting. Do we feel we need more in way of approval?
I don't think so, as long as town council thought the plan was good and legal.
Yeah, Wayne, maybe send an email to the select board just to give a heads up. Like sometimes Corey comes in and gives program updates on behalf of the group he works with.
Okay.
I don't think we need to add it to an agenda, but Dottie may want to. But it also doesn't need to tie this down if it's been approved by general counsel. But
Okay.
the board loves to hear these kind of great stories about awesome programs and stuff. So
Yeah, that's a good thought. I will definitely give them a heads up once we've got the application up and running.
yeah,
So if there's
perfect.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
That's what
Thank
Corey
you.
usually does. He'll bring in
Yeah.
kind of we're launching this program and we're like, this is great. So it helps us figure out how we can help spread the word, or
Right.
we can sometimes give input on how to target certain audiences or whatnot. So
No, that's a very helpful thought suggestion. Thank you. So once the program goes live, I'll update the select board.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Cool. Yeah, so next steps would be to draft the, some application materials, and make sure that, town council, approves them, and I'll certainly circulate them to this group for any comment to make sure that we believe they actually meet what we think the intent is. Yeah, thank you. Location materials. Such a dinosaur writing longhand. All right, yeah, that's that agenda item. And I think next up, Nikki, on the agenda is the potential surplus town properties update.
Okay.
Yep, and so Nikki and I were just in conversation earlier this afternoon. And you may remember that at the previous meeting, I believe, we wanted to have a conversation with the town administrator before we went a lot further with trying to figure out what a feasibility study would look like, and going out to actually hire a consultant to do it, to make sure that it would be supported by the town, that it would be framed in such a way to help the town's other goals, and make sure we're doing it in a way that's helpful. And so Nikki and I do have a meeting calendared. It's such a busy time of year for folks on, Nikki, I think it's Monday the 19th, right? Yes, Monday the 19th, yeah. December 19th. So we should have some updates after that, as to moving ahead, trying to find a consultant, assuming that it's a go.
Thank you, Wayne, for helping set that up.
Oh, you bet. Thank you for being available. I know that you often have to rearrange when you're in Boston, when you're not, and so forth around these things. I really appreciate that.
Thank you both. Looking really forward to hearing about how that goes.
Yeah. And then here is Joanne, and talk about timing. Note to panelist. And then I believe,
Sorry, Wayne.
no, it's fine.
Relying on you for the agenda.
This is you are not my only board chair
Oh.
that often joins from a car driving. So
I don't know what is going on today. There are more people on the road today than.
Everyone's getting a practice in for Thanksgiving travel, maybe.
Oh, it's wild today.
Yeah, there are days there's just like animal spirits in the air or something. Yeah, I think that's it, and we're done. The last thing we've got here is the draft action plan, discussion, any further edits or revisions, and then a vote to adopt, if that makes sense. So folks may remember at the last meeting that we went through and had, I think, an incredibly productive conversation, and went through it in pretty good detail, and I believe got to a draft action plan that is implementable, which is pretty exciting. And then, as I mentioned in my cover email, I think before the weekend, I met with the town accountant and filled in a lot of the budget item, the budget line, budget numbers. And you'll notice that for the large 5-year budget, we're just assuming the 10% allocation each year. And then you can see how it, just accumulates as a, sort of balance that we just sort of roll forward with, that we can use at need. So I think, Joanne, if it makes sense, I just hand it over to you, and for any further conversation from the group or changes, edits, comments.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Everything that was talked about at the last meeting has been incorporated into this draft. As Wayne said, numbers have been assigned to the different priorities and summarized in the 5-year budget estimate. So I think that's, pretty much done, unless there are further comments or suggestions or edits that anybody would like to make.
Nope.
All set, thanks.
Okay, so Wayne, I think in Easton, it's just this board that needs to adopt it, not the select board, right?
Exactly. So, yeah, because the housing production plan, of course, was endorsed or adopted or what have you by the planning board and the select board and approved by the state. So that's all set. So, yeah, I think the action plan is just a thing that the trust decided to do about a decade ago, and I think this is the second, possibly the third, but the second that I know of, action plan for the trust to guide its own work. So I think we are our own approval authority for this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and then the one thing I do want to highlight, and I said it earlier, but in the 5-year budget, you'll see the surplus that we just sort of keep on rolling forward year to year. And at the end of this, we should have a pretty healthy balance. And of course, the intent of that is to act on opportunities as they arise. Should there be municipal properties that we could help, redevelop, or should we partner with Habitat on acquisition or some other opportunity to come up? So that's kind of our working capital in the background there.
Yep.
So what do we do here? I think, do we have a motion to accept or a motion to adopt? I think would probably make sense. Motion to adopt the 5-year action plan.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adopt the 5-year action plan.
Thank you.
Great.
I will second that motion.
Thank you.
Jumian, yes.
Rodriguez, yes.
Stephen, yes.
Sheedy, yes.
Stacy, yes.
There we go. Congratulations. We have an action plan. Thank you, Joanne, for
Yay.
your
Very
work.
welcome.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everyone. It's been a pleasure working with you all. And Wayne, you're wonderful. So it's always
thanks.
a pleasure.
Aw.
All right. Have a good evening,
Yeah,
everybody.
thank you so
You
much.
too.
Thank
Thank
you.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Joanne.
Excellent. Well, there we go. Congratulations. Go us.
Go team.
I know that Amy's got a 6:30 commitment, and then I don't know if other folks are available. Nikki, I think you are, and I'm hoping that Ernst and Jennifer and Chris Ann are as well. In that email I sent out with this link, there's the second link for the CPC meeting at 7 o'clock, and top of the CPC's agenda is the Affordable Housing Trust's draft application. And so it would be helpful if folks are available, if at 7 o'clock they could, click back in for, 15 minutes or something. It should be reasonably short, but it's always helpful to have, that show of support from the resident volunteer board members with this sorts of thing.
Setting my
I'll be
clock
there.
now.
Good. Thank you, Nikki.
I am aiming to be there. If the clock is set, I will go.
Excellent. Thank you.
My husband is CPC, so I might be sitting behind him.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny. You could just sort of like
There you go.
One computer.
lean in like a Monty Python skit. or
Awesome.
something. Very cool. Yeah, and then I sent the draft application with that email if folks want to look over it and be a little familiar. And I think basically the sort of talking points are, we're looking at trying to leverage town properties as they get deaccessioned, if at all possible. But we're exploring that as a possibility. We don't know if it's feasible. We're also looking for other opportunities for land acquisition to partner with nonprofits such as Habitat. And we're looking at a budget which requests the 10% community housing set aside each year. And with the understanding that it will build up a bit of a surplus that we can access for projects as they arise, which we have done in the past. For example, 300 Foundry Street is a perfect example of using that. And also acquiring Pequannock and Morse. We dug into our reserves for those opportunities. So
And maybe you can hold up the action plan, right? It's
Yes.
right.
We
Let
just
them know.
adopted it. We
Yeah.
will certainly provide the final and adopted action plan with
Yeah,
the final
yeah.
application, should we be invited to submit one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Joanne did such a great job on it. And, it's really nice that it's 10 pages. You can pick it up
Yes.
and, it's just,
Concise.
right? Not a
Yeah.
50-page document. Somebody can pick it up and know exactly, what we're doing, what we're working on and where we're headed. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
concision and brevity are so important. And
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
I think she said during our discussion at the last meeting, the trust can actually do other things. It doesn't, they don't have to do just these 7 or 8,
Right.
initiatives. If something else comes up, it's like, okay, yeah, fair enough.
yeah. Right. It's a guide. It's good.
Awesome. So
Great.
I guess where are we now? A motion to adjourn, right?
Oh, yeah. And our next meeting,
Oh,
Yeah.
Jiminy Crickets, when is our next meeting? I don't know.
Oh my God, did you just say Jiminy
you
Cricket?
did.
I do. I am trying, I'm struggling mightily to mind my language.
I think
Well
that
done.
was just so classic.
Thank
Nice
you.
job. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I haven't quite gotten to the Jeepers stage yet.
Oh.
So when I come out with Jeepers, then we should.
All
get
right,
a little-
My daughter used to say pizza sauce.
Pizza sauce.
Pizza
I'm
sauce.
with
You
you.
go pizza sauce.
Oh, that's good.
It's a good one. Where, I don't know, when are we supposed to meet? What is this? This is the third Thursday? Is that our deal?
Yeah.
Or are
Well,
we-
we were meeting before, I think on the 1st, but we pushed this back.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so our standard meeting, I think, we set on an Affordable Housing Trust regular meeting. Yeah,
I
so
have third Thursday on my calendar.
as we're sort of standing,
there you
it
go.
always rolls around, yeah.
That would be December 15th.
Here, I've got the first Thursday in August we met. You know what? Let me see if I can check Zoom. Because this is a recording, a recurring webinar. I set it up, and so our next one is for Thursday, December 15 at 6. And then we've got January 19 at 6. So yes.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I think we had those 2 meetings in August and then we switched to that cadence of third Thursday at that point.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. All right. So Thursday, the 15th at 6.
Fantastic.
Great.
Very good.
Yeah, good catch. So I guess we can adjourn now. Thank you for
I'll make-
catching that.
I can make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second,
Jumian, yes.
Rodriguez, yes.
Stephen, yes.
TDS.
Stacy, yes.
And that is 6:19. What an efficient meeting.
Wow.
Very, very.
Awesome. Well, hope to see many of you at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And
See
hope we
you.
don't see, have a great holiday.
Yeah.
All right,
You all
yes.
too. Thank you all.
You.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.